everybody. Hi, friends and family. It's so nice to see you. This week, I wanted to chat to you guys about something that's coming up for me. So on Saturday night, I have, as a lot of you guys know, a big party planned. I'm really excited and terrified at the same time. So it totally might surprise some of you, but I'm actually a bit of an introvert. So I'm so much about like one-on-one, small groups. So, you know, while I can't wait to have so many beautiful women around me on Saturday night, it gets me so excited thinking about it. It also totally scares me. And, you know, I haven't even had a party like this in like 8 years. So Chris is really the entertainer in our family and the extrovert. But what I wanted to talk to you about was, you know, I keep coming back in, you know, my own preparations and things for the party, you know, launching my business and just celebrating the end of 2 crazy years in my life. You know, I want it to be great. Like, I want everyone to have a good time. I want it to be great. But, you know, when I find, you know, I'm putting this pressure on myself for it to be perfect, and, you know, what happens when we put pressure on ourselves about something, you know, being perfect? Well, of course, in comes marching the negative self-talk that we all do, that we all have, you know, for ourselves. And so, you know, what it made me think about, you know, and kind of coming to this awareness around this negative self-talk is that, you know, I need to be thinking more about just striving for humanness rather than perfection. I think we all, including myself, you know, get really caught up in wanting to be perfect, and we forget that, you know what, we're actually human. We're not meant to be perfect. And when things happen that aren't perfect, it actually like shows our vulnerability a little bit. It shows that we're human. And I think probably other people even like can relate to it a bit more. And it almost, I think, sometimes makes people even like the situation more than it just being so perfect. So I wanted to kind of share that concept with you guys, but I also wanted to like share with you how I manage these situations. So how do I manage, you know, that I've got something big coming up that's really important to me. I am putting pressure on myself. You know, I do want it to be good. And I do have those like negative self-talk things happening. So for me, there's a few things that I do that I wanted to share with you guys in case like this is something happening for you with work or whatever's going on for you guys in your life. Like, how do you manage these situations? So the first thing is, I think of a time, this is something I've done, you know, even with this party coming up, I think of a time when I actually have achieved something far harder than a party with my friends. Like, come on, Jen, it's a party with my friends, you know? But, you know, it still is something I do that I find helps me, because then I think to myself, you know what, if I got through that huge mountain, if I got through that big thing, like, I can do this. Like, of course I can do this. Why am I like, you know, overcomplicating it? Why am I, you know, making it seem so much bigger? You know, I got this. I got this. And the other thing I do, which I've talked to you guys mentioned before, is affirmations. So, you know, when those negative thoughts start happening, you know, out of this experience, only good will come. You know, really reinforcing and reinforcing. Then the other thing I do is like just visualizing, you know, in my mind, almost like a little mini meditation. Like the night of my party, like how do I want it to go? What do I want to be happening? And I think that really helps, because it's just kind of starting to create this like roadmap of how things will unfold, and, you know, in visualizing like, you know, the best situations, and, you know, all the kind of gurus, personal development, Tony Robbins, all these guys, they all talk about visualization. It's a huge tool for a lot of people, including athletes as well. So that's another kind of tool in my pocket. And obviously, like, I'm going to practice, right? Like, I want this to be good, so I do also need to put the time and energy into making sure it's going to be good. So I'm going to practice. I'm going to, you know, do everything I need to do. Make sure everything's set up. Make sure I've got everything I want so everyone has a great time. And then, you know what? On the night, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. I'm just going to surrender. I've done everything I could possibly do. You know, it's now time to have fun. It's now time to be, you know, together with my friends and enjoy this moment. And so I wanted to share that with you guys in case there's something happening for you, as well, that maybe this is relevant for. Maybe some of those tools that I use might be helpful. And also just, thinking about that humanness rather than perfection all the time. Hope you guys are well. Looking forward to seeing a lot of you on Saturday night. Shine bright, everybody.